Imagine that you are standing at a point which, if we zoom out, places you right in the middle of a large two-dimensional plane. There are several different directions that you can go from here. We could go north, south, east, or west, or in any of these directions in between. Let's say we want to walk to our favourite bubble tea place, which is located right here. There are many different ways that we can get there, but we want to take the shortest route. However, describing this route is not always easy to do. So to make things easier, cartographers and mathematicians came up with a system. We count the number of steps or units taken in the horizontal direction, then the number of steps in the vertical direction. We call this sequence of steps our ordered pair because it describes the order of the steps we took to get to our final point. Our ordered pair for our bubble tea shop is 14 steps east and 4 steps north, and can be written like this. When mathematicians realised that this system can be used in lots of areas outside of location, they decided to adjust the notation a bit. Now, instead of using north, south, east and west for each of the directions on our compass rose, they changed it to only two notations, x for our horizontal and y for our vertical. These kind of look like two intersecting number lines, and each step along our x-axis would represent one unit in either of those directions. When we move along these axes, we're considered as moving in the positive direction and these as moving in the opposite or negative direction. We can label each of our axes using numbers that represent those as distances away from our origin in either of those directions. This gives us a numerical representation of where our point is in space as a distance away from our starting point or our origin, and we call this system a Cartesian plane. If we were to use this new notation now to rewrite the location of our bubble tea place, we could write it as 14, 4, where the 14 represents the number of steps we walked in the positive x direction, and the 4 represents the number we then walked in the positive y direction. Anytime we want to find a point in our two-dimensional plane, we would use this method for locating and describing our point. For instance, if I wanted to locate these points on our plane, we would do it like this. In the next video, we're going to look at how we can use this mathematical idea of the axes and apply it to things outside of location.